The sound of the kettle. It's 5:32 on 532 VD Longway. It's time for tea. And with tea time, we know it's time for our trauma tune. About 4.5 years ago, a young lady dropped me an email detailing her own traumatic event. In the interest of her privacy, we have changed her name to Emma, and she has kindly agreed to come into the studio today. To protect her identity, she is sat in the corner in silhouette, wearing a mask, and we have disguised her voice. Emma, welcome to Dr. Paul's Trauma Tune. Please tell us of your life-challenging trauma.
Well, Dr. Paul, it was a lovely Sunday afternoon in June. I was in the front garden, pruning my roses, as I like to do on a Sunday afternoon, with my favourite companion, Tibbles, my cat. The sleek black fur and springy back legs and pointy tail that she possessed was a delight to watch. She started to play with the roses, which was fun for a while, but eventually it started to wear a little bit thin, as every time I tried to cut one off, she got her paws in the way and I nearly snipped her little paws off. I shudder to think what would have happened if I had. Maybe it would have changed everything. Maybe the disaster would never have happened. Anyway, after about 20 minutes of her playing around with the roses and my mild annoyment grew to actual, almost violent anger, I decided that enough was enough and I would have to distract Tibbles so I could continue on with my pruning uninterrupted. I picked up her favourite toy and I threw it up in the air, Dr. Paul.
Emma, what was her favourite toy?
It was a lovely pink, bouncy ball covered in fluffy pink fluff.
So, Emma, please tell us what happened next.
As I say, I threw it up in the air and it landed in the garden to start with and it bounced. And then it bounced again. And then it bounced again and again. Until it bounced, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, it brings tears to my eyes as I remember what actually happened next.
It's okay, Emma. You're in safe hands with Dr. Paul. We'll guide you through this traumatic incident. Carry on.
Thank you, Dr. Paul. Tibbles leapt like a panther over the garden wall, chasing after her toy onto the A504, the North Circular Road, directly in the path of an oncoming 18-wheeled, 32-ton articulated lorry with a payload of recycled tyres on the way to and by. There was a horrendous sound.
What, Emma, was that sound?
It went a little bit like... Oh my goodness.
It's okay. You can tell all. We're nearly at the end.
Sorry, it still does affect me to this day.
Do you feel like a pause?
This is no time to talk about cat's feet. As I was saying, Tibbles collided with the rear wheels of the 18-wheeled, 32-ton articulated lorry with a payload of recycled tyres on the way to and by, severing her head completely from her torso. I'll never forget the mewing she was making as her head rolled across the road and came to rest in a small, muddy puddle. I looked up and saw the sun glinting off her lovely, long, spiky, sleeky black tail rotating down the road, wedged between the rear wheels of the lorry, leaving small patches of cat fur and blood like the potato prints we used to do at infant school. I've not been able to eat potatoes since, Dr. Paul.
As we have just heard, listeners, a truly traumatic tale.
I'll leave it out, Dr. Paul.
Thank you, Emma, for coming in and sharing your story with us. The Village Disco has turned on the selectionometer and has come up with the perfect track to help soothe your trauma and remind you of your precious, lovely times with your favourite feline friend, Tibbles. It is by the all-seeing eye, Walk Like a Panther.
Marie has set up home with a man who's half my age. A half-wit in a leotard stands on my stage. The standards have fallen, my value has dropped, but don't shed a tear. Some walk like they own the place, whilst others creep in fear. Try if you can to walk like a man, but you don't come like a jumble sale left out in the rain. It's not good, it's not right. The standards have fallen, my value has dropped, but don't shed a tear. Some walk like they own the place, whilst others creep in fear. So try if you can to walk like a man, but you don't come near. You've got to fly like an eagle, follow like a lion in Africa, lead like a salmon home from the sea. To keep up with me, you've got to walk like a panther tonight. Walk like a panther tonight. Where did you leave your self-respect? You look like a reptile, your house is a wreck, your existence an insult, and stains that I suspect cover your clothes. The standards have fallen, my value has dropped, but don't shed a tear. Some walk like they own the place, whilst others creep in fear. So try